Namaste. Today I am going to tell you the meaning of the term independent corporate existence of a company. यह वीडियो हिंदी में भी बनाया गया है और अगर आपको यह वीडियो हिंदी में देखना है तो नीचे दिए गए डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स पे लिंक पे क्लिक कर सकते हैं. Unlike a proprietorship concern and a partnership firm, a company is a different legal person in the eyes of law. A shareholder of a company and the company are two different legal persons. It is not one and the same thing like a partnership firm and a proprietorship concern. So, if in a partnership firm a partner dies, the partnership firm would usually come to an end and the rest of the partners would have to again sign a new partnership deed. Same is the case with the sole proprietor, and the existence of the firm or the partnership concern is dependent on the partner and the sole proprietor, as the case may be. However, in the case of a company, the shareholder's existence is not related to the existence of the company. So it may so happen that a shareholder of a company may die, but the company will still be existing. In fact, that is what happens. A shareholder of a company can sell his shares to another person and the company will still be existing. However, with the case of a partnership firm and a proprietorship concern, if the interest in the partnership firm is sold to some third party, in that particular circumstance, the new partnership deed would have to be entered into. So, this term of independent corporate existence means that a company once has been incorporated under Section 9 of the Companies Act 2013, it becomes a different legal person in the eyes of law. It is just like a natural person having its own rights and liabilities, but a legal person. So, a partnership firm has to own properties through the partners. However, a company is not required to own properties through its shareholders. In fact, a company can have its own properties in its own name. So the property that is owned by the company is in the name of the company. However, in the case of a sole proprietor, if a property is owned by the proprietorship concern, will actually be in the name of the proprietor, and it is not a separate legal entity in the eyes of law. I'll explain the concept of independent corporate existence by just briefly telling about a leading landmark case of the House of Lords, which is of the year 1897. The title of the case is Solomon versus Solomon and Company Limited. In this case, Mr. Solomon was the owner. He was having a business of shoe and boot manufacturing. He incorporated a company, keeping the majority stake of the company with him, and distributing the other minority stake to his own family members. And he sold off the business from his own self to the company, and in return of that he took debentures of the company. Now, in a couple of years, the company went into liquidation. That is when the unsecured creditors of the company, they approached the court, stating that Mr. Solomon was in fact running the company, and it is not a different legal person in the eyes of laws, as the company was owned only by the family members of Mr. Solomon, and Mr. Solomon retains the majority shareholding of the company. However, the House of Lords, they upheld the principle of independent corporate existence and said that once a company has been incorporated, it is a different legal person and a new legal person has been born. So they dismissed the petition of the shareholders. Another case it's a very landmark case which was before the Calcutta High Court. It's a case of the year 1886. The title of the case is Condley Tea Company Limited. In this particular case, there were a couple of landlords who were owning lands in their own name. They incorporated a company for land holding, and they transferred their own land that they were holding to the company. The shares of the company that they had incorporated was being owned by them, and they were holding the they were having the shares of the company. At the time of the transfer of the property, the lands were being transferred from their own name to that of the company. The stamp duty had to be paid, so they said that since they are transferring the land from their own name to a company that is being owned by them, so they are not required to pay any stamp duty or any taxes on such transferred property. However, the Honorable High Court of Calcutta negatived their contention and upheld that since a company has been incorporated under the competent law, a new legal person has taken birth, and in the eyes of laws, it will be considered that one person A is transferring his property to another person, that is B, and therefore the applicable taxes and the stamp duty, etc., would have to be paid. So basically, summing up the principle of independent corporate existence of a company, as soon as a company has been incorporated, it is a new legal person. It is not dependent on its shareholders for its existence. The shareholding can be transferred. It can have its own assets and liabilities. It is run by a group of persons which are the majority shareholders. That is called the body corporate, which is responsible for all the business that is being looked after for the company. And it is the main thing is that it's a different legal person. So all the litigation or all the rights and liabilities which are of the company would be of the company, and the liability of the same in general circumstances would not come on the shareholders of the company, and they would not be personally liable for the acts of the company in the usual circumstances. Obviously, there are exceptions to everything, but this is the basic principle of independent corporate existence. This video has also been made in Hindi, and you can click on the link provided in the description box below to view the video in Hindi. I had also written an article on this topic on the website tilakmark.com, the link of which I would be providing in the description box below. You could read the excerpts of the judgments that I've just referred to in this brief video. Thank you. Namaste. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.